Hi lovies, and welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Malinda's channel. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload a video, you will be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos and also educate you guys are the real MVP. Thank you so much. All right, lovelies, let's dive into this video. So lovely, so I came across this video on my For You page on TikTok and I thought to share with you guys because I found it super educating and interactive one at that. And I decided to put it up here so that we all can actually live what we think, where this, biracial lady decided to come out to talk about how if you're mixed with black, you are automatically a black person and there's nothing you can do about it. I'm just going to roll the clip as well as some of the stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. Alright lovelies, let's dive into it.
If you're mixed with black, you are black. I pay zero attention to anyone who gets on my page and insists anything other than that.
This is how confused so many biracial kids are today. Mostly the ones that are mixed with whites, especially the ones whose mother is the white one. Because they've been fed these lies, they've been brainwashed, they've been told that one side of them, the white side of them, is evil. They are born racist. They are white supremacists. They are so bad, supposedly because of what their ancestors did due to slavery, even though they're not even sure that their ancestors were slave owners. So they decide to disregard one side of them and cling to the other side of them, which is such a sad way to live your life. If you are mixed with anything, you're either biracial or multiracial, and it's okay to embrace all of you.
You know, the sister has a different outview. The one that I am stitching with, not the one that we're talking to, the beautiful melanated sister on the left on the photo. You know, I said this before. How black do you have to be black? And we're talking about in America. The thing is if you go back and you can do the one drop rule, Jim Crow era, or you can just go and look at the DNA. And again, I use DNA. I believe in science, not witchcraft, not voodoo. But go back and look. A lot of us, even colonialism over in Africa, my fourth wife was very, very light-skinned. My fifth wife, her cousin, very, very dark, and wonder where the light skin came from. But even here, you have some of the most beautiful melanated men and women, dark as hell. They look at their genealogy, they go back and look at their ancestry through Ancestry.com, 23andMe, whatever, and they find out they have a significant portion of Caucasian, of European, Swedish, but it's so watered down, it's still there. So what are those supposed to be? And again, look at Obama. Obama's mother is as white as my mom was. But luck of the draw, he looks like a black man. If he was to never in his life say that he had a white mom, nobody would ever know. You have a great day. And, in America, our tribe is black American. Okay? That is. If we choose that, then we choose that. Like my ex-wives and my current wife. Luo and Maasai tribes. They know where they came from. I got 5 or 6. I got to look at my DNA now and back again and see what it is. In West Africa, I've got all these different tribes. Then I've got European. I've got Irish. So if the lady wants to say that she's black by the one drop rule, let her say it. Sister over there, who are you to judge? Have a great day.
I don't know how else to say this, but being mixed with black doesn't make you black. Being read as black is what makes you black. If every single day you go through the world and people are wondering what you are and questioning what you are, that literally means that you are existing as a biracial person. You are existing as somebody who's racially ambiguous. I am someone who's black. Everywhere in the world, I'm read as black. No one's confused about what race I am. So that's why I say that biracial people aren't black. I'm not saying that y'all are terrible people. I'm just saying that it's not black, and that's okay. It's okay, babes.
There's a lot of truth to what she's saying, so make sure you go watch the full video. But in the US, there is a difference between, for Black Americans, there's a difference between race and culture. So I'm biracial. Right now I am in Hawaii. And here in Hawaii, I am very racially ambiguous because there's a lot of Pacific Islanders, Samoans who have similar hair as me, Fijians. And so people here in Hawaii, on Oahu, don't necessarily know what I am, but culturally, I'm Black. So yes, racially biracial, but for me, culturally Black. And that's true for a lot of biracial people. Who are both Black and white, or Black and Mexican, or Black and something else. We may be perceived not Black, or where some people know that we're Black, biracial Black, but culturally it's different. So what she's saying is correct, that when I go different places in the world, people may not perceive me as Black, but culturally I am. So there's a lot of nuances in the US, people who are Nigerian and they're in Nigeria, pretty much all Nigerians are Black, right? And so they go by tribe, whether they're Igbo or Yoruba. So when they come here to the US, they're just considered Black unless there's a large Nigerian community. So again, here in the United States, we have culture and we have race when it comes to the Black community. So I identify as biracial. Part of the Black community is typically what I say. And after watching her video, it really brings about the difference between race and culture when we say Black. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know.
So some of y'all in that video that I had that went viral, where I was like, how do y'all determine who y'all want to consider Black, who's mixed, versus who's mixed and you won't consider Black? There was a lot of comments that was like, depends how they identify themselves. So here's how some mixed celebrities identify themselves as. So first we have our girl Tia. So she's been very outspoken about how she would identify herself as a Black woman. Though she's mixed, she said that's just always how she's seen herself. And same thing with Alicia Keys. So Alicia Keys said that though she embraces both sides and she obviously knows she's mixed, she knows that in America, it's hard sometimes for society to see you as mixed. It's like one or the other. So she identifies and claims herself as a Black woman. Then we have Rashida Jones, who says she would definitely claim herself just to be mixed, versus her sister, who everyone always just claimed to be Black. She sees herself as a Black woman. And Rashida even said, like, she knows because of how her genes took more after her mom, that she kind of had more privileges than what her sister had, and that her sister went through a lot more racially, and it makes her feel like bad at times that she has that privilege, and it makes her feel like, like she can identify with some of the situations her sister's been in, which is why she would just consider herself a mixed woman, while definitely she would consider herself a Black woman. Now, as for J. Cole, he said because he grew up with his mother who was white, side, he can identify with her side and family, and grew up in that kind of. But he said at the end of the day, he identifies with what he looks like the most, which would be Black. He's always been, he felt white, so that's just kind of like where I can definitely do a part 2 if you guys are interested, but let me know if any of these surprised you, and some more thoughts on the subject matter.
How are we always questioning somebody's Blackness? That's so amazing to me. How are we always questioning whether somebody is Black, and if they're mixed with something, what is their Blackness? How come I never hear people question somebody's whiteness? Like, are you white? What type of white are you? Why is what type of Black they are? Why is that important? And the sad thing is, we do it to ourselves. We do it to ourselves as well. We get on the internet, or we say things about people who are Black, like, oh, you're not Black enough. Where does that come from? That's a great question to ask yourself when you start to say those things. Where is that coming from? Why is that relevant? Why? And what does someone's ethnicity, whether or not they're Black or not, have to do with their qualification, if they can do a job or not? Just something to ask. So figure out where that's coming from.
People love to tell biracial people what they are. Like, they love to tell us what we are and are not. Everyone loves to say that biracial people are 1% Black, X% Black. But the thing about biracial people is that we come out in different colors and shades with different features and just different in general, because it literally is a mixture genetically of two different races put together into one. Some people come out darker than me, lighter than me, with red hair, dark hair, different types of hair. And it's just so funny that people feel the need to tell biracial people what we are. When you have one parent that's black and one parent that's white, that makes you 50% of both of those people. You learn this in science. This is all genetics. You should study it.
Like, seriously, love this. I haven't seen this on my For You page. I just keep on, scrolling up and down. I was like, okay, let me just hear what she have to say, because this is, the problem with biracial, kids, or biracial people, biracial children, and all of that. They have this identity crisis, and this has to, do with their upbringing, how they all started, and, I think that a biracial should be a biracial, because if you're trying to, talk about how you are black, no matter what race you mix yourself with, but because you have mixed yourself with black, you are automatically black. Like, I don't see that as something that, like, I can't tell, but I think that you are not like black. You can just call yourself a biracial. You can't deny your other half and accept your other half. That is it. You are a 50-50. I know most, biracial, people often have this crisis, especially when they have biracial, like they have white moms and all of that. They have this kind of identity crisis, and most times a lot of biracial people tend to like accept their white side, like they don't want to really associate or want to know anything about their black side, because maybe they have a racist mom that will want to like make them look white, or maybe when we have a racist mom and she keep on telling you how bad black women is, how black you, as a biracial person, you tend to accept that your white side and don't want to have anything to do with your black side. Another thing is that maybe when you see the way at which your mom is treating you and all of that, you are not likely to be accepted in your white side, because pan-colored people, if you are not totally snow white, they have it, like some of them, not all of them, some of them that is racist, they find it very difficult to accept a biracial person, compared to that of black people, like your black side. I think most biracial people are more accepted in their black side compared to that of their white side, especially if you're mixed, if you're biracial with white, like white. So maybe because of this biracial children tend to like, okay, since I'm not accepted in my white side, let me just focus on my black side and claim black. Sometimes I don't even blame them, because these people, they are not accepted in their white side, like pan-colored side, the way at which they are treated and all of that, because white people, if you are mixed with anything, you are not white. You can never be white, because they see someone as white, snow white, but black, in your black side can be accepted even if you are as snow white but you have a dot of a black in you. Your black side will accept you. So I think that is just the problem, here. I think that is just the problem in which these most biracial people want to actually get identified with their blackness, because they are not accepted in their own whiteness. But to me, biracial is biracial. 50 is 50. You have a 50% of your white side, 50% of your black side, and you are obligated. You are supposed to be accepted in all, in all of your sides. So it's not like for you as a biracial person to be accepted in your both pan-colored side and your black side. But you cannot just, as a black person, if someone asks you where are you from, or what race you represent or something, you just tell them that I'm black, because you have a job like that. Then without telling them the other side, you could just go ahead and say I'm biracial. I am mixed with this and that. I think that should be, I don't know. You guys should just leave me your thought in the comment section of what you think. Because this has been something like a debate on TikTok. Like all of these biracial people be coming, oh my god, I am black, the other one I'm white. Like, guys, leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. And do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. So please subscribe, leave your thoughts in the comment section, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.
And if you have watched up to this extent, thank you so much for all the love and support. Why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video? And do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational purposes. So please subscribe to this channel if you're yet to do that. Like, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.